Okay, perfect. Hello, everybody. I'm Wesley So, and today I'll be doing a Banter Blitz for Chess 24 Premium members. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much Wesley to So, everyone who's and today I'll be doing a Banter Blitz for watching this, and I look forward to playing some exciting games. So, for the first, I'll be doing mostly 3-minute games, so everyone will have a chance to play. But perhaps I'll do 3+2 also, or 5-minute games. So for the first game, my opponent is Ayufan Bay. Thank you for playing me. As you can see, I chose someone who's not as high rated, as I want to get warmed up for the first game. So let's play the Sicilian Najdorf. I generally don't play the Sicilian Najdorf with black because I especially hate this move, Bishop G5. And it's hard to get the game. But he played Bishop E2, which is not exactly the main line here. Mixing Bishop G5 and Bishop E2 is not often seen. So I think I should be doing all right in this case now. H3, okay, kaso. Yeah, now I'm pretty happy with my position. Yeah, F4 can be 6. Now it seems that white has to sacrifice a pawn pretty much. So yeah, unfortunately the combination of H3 and F4 is not very good. So yeah, now white loses a piece. So probably for the next game I'll choose someone much more higher rated. Yeah, I think white's mistake in the game here is pretty much mixing Bishop G5 with H3 and Bishop E2 and castling short. When you play Bishop G5 in the Najdorf, generally you'd want to castle long and attacking the king side. But again, there's a lot of theory involved in that case. Knight G3, King H2. Let's see if we can play for an attack. Probably should play King G1 here. And then I can take the rook on F1 or play E4. Also, is this a Turkish flag? Yeah, F2, E4. Yeah, so my opponent is from Turkey, so welcome and thank you for participating in the Banter Blitz today. Yeah, maybe I will also do a longer time control today, just because I want my opponents to have a bit more time to think and not have to worry about losing on time. So Bishop G4. Yeah, it takes F2. Okay, so I'll probably look for someone more higher rated. Let's see in the challenges. Let's start at 2400 player. So Monty from Singapore. Interesting. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Plays the classical Sicilian. I've actually looked at this line for both colors recently. I was interested to play this with black. It's a very interesting opening, but very double edged. So I have to be careful here also. For instance, if I play King B1 here, it could run to some knight takes E4 tricks. So I'll play H4 just to support the bishop. Yeah, I like this setup for white. White has a very solid pawn structure, and yeah, I have an outpost now on G5 for my bishop, but it's probably nothing much. Black can play b5. Yeah. Takes king b1. Yeah, I have played a lot of games from this position with mostly with the white pieces, and my results have been pretty much mixed. I believe white is a little bit better because of his dark square control. Uh, but if black can castle his king, if black can put his king to safety and then create an attack on the queen side with b4, a5, it could be a bit dangerous for white. I'm not sure about his move rook b8. Doesn't seem like the rook is needed on the b file. I'm thinking about knight b5 here, but obviously doesn't work. So I'll have to play something else. Let's play knight e2. Probably should play b4 here. And yeah, and if b4, maybe I could try bishop e3 and knight d4. Let's see if that works. Bishop e3, knight d4. Now at least I'm threatening to take his bishop on c6 and grab the bishop pair. He could play bishop d7, but then I could possibly play rook c1. Let's see. Rook c1 and c4, hoping to open up the c file. Let's see if that works. The position is still very double-edged, but I'm way ahead on the clock. As you can see, my king is quite safe at the moment. Bishop g5. He probably should castle king side so he can bring his last rook into play. Bishop e6. Don't play queen b4. Yeah, now he has to defend the pawn with rook a8. This is just a blunder. Okay, maybe let's see if later if I should play a longer time control. Though I thought I saw 2800. Oh, let's play this guy. GM Aryan. Hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz. I actually played him a few games some days ago. So he's got a very high rating. So this is probably going to be a tough game. The can. Oh yeah, I think he played this against me a few days ago. I've never really checked this line with the computer. I just playing by instinct. So I'm developing my pieces very quickly. He's playing very fast, so maybe he has analyzed this line with an engine before. So castles, and then I should try to make use of my legion development, but it's not entirely clear how. Now he's attacking both of my pawns. Yeah, so I probably have absolutely nothing here with the white pieces. Let's see, I'll play queen h5. Black is probably absolutely fine in this position. So I should check this line with c4, d5 on move 5 deeper after this because here black is probably totally fine. He could play knight c6 and exchange knights, or he could also play knight d7, play knight f6. Didn't expect g6. Queen h4. Now at least I'm threatening bishop h6 with some sort of an attack. Yeah, I didn't like g6 very much. Bishop a3, rook e8, and then knight f3 with the idea of knight g5. Bishop d6 takes, rook d1, knight f3 with the idea of knight g5. White's position should be very good here. There are too many threats on his king, and his queen side is undeveloped. Knight g5, h5. Probably this is winning. Knight takes f7. Rook f7, queen f6. Hopefully that's good enough to win. Yeah, this should be good enough. Queen f8, queen takes g6. Check. Yeah. White is just 3 pawns up and also an exchange up. Rook for a knight. So maybe I'll play a longer time control. Let's see what happens. Okay. There are 5-minute. Let's try a 5-minute game. Let's just see what happens. Where did the game go? Oh, I guess. That's weird. I accepted a challenge, but it didn't start. Okay, let's see. Maybe my opponent disappeared. Abort. Give me 1 second. I can't accept a challenge. Abort game. Leave game. Okay. Oh. What? Can't accept the challenge. Let me log out. I can't accept a challenge for some reason. I don't know why. Let me refresh my page. Maybe I lost my internet. Yeah, let me. Did I lose my internet? I can hear you though, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Couldn't accept a challenge for a while there, but now we're back. So, um, let's try playing a longer time control for this one. Queen c2, queen takes d4. Right, white just made a mistake because now he's 2 pawns down, and if he plays knight f3, I could take on e4 with the queen, and his knight is on c3 is pinned. So a very unfortunate opening for white. I think his mistake was on move 5. He should have played e3 instead of e4, and that way he could regain the c pawn very quickly. But here d4 and e4 is just falling quickly, so maybe he can play here f3. f3 and rook d1. Yeah, and try to fight on. But if he played f3, I could probably play e5, rook d1, queen c5. Still be 2 pawns up. Rook d1, queen takes e4. Check. Okay. Okay, let's try to see challenges. Oh no. Let's try playing a high rated player. There's a 2473 here challenge me to a 5-minute game. So hello, Angel Monte from Paraguay. Welcome to the Banter Blitz today. And thank you for joining. So e4. I've done some good work on e4 in the last few months. So I'm testing it out in Blitz. But as usual, it's not so easy to find anything against the Najdorf. I'll try to play a positional line with a4 and put my bishop on c4. Black is probably totally all right here, of course, but I remember analyzing this for black a few months ago, and it's not so simple. Queen c7, bishop b3. I'm not sure about the move knight c6. Maybe it's totally all right also. Because here after bishop d5, queen takes d5. Now at least I am getting some light square control. His bishop on f6 is not really participating in the game right now. And I have control over the d5 square. So white can be happy with the position out of the opening. Guess d1. Yes, and c3. I usually don't get nice positions like this out of the Najdorf. But here it's okay. Queen d2. Maybe he should play knight c6 back. Oh, a5, interesting. Queen e2. Knight c5, bishop c5. Yeah, now I can reroute my knight to c4, knight d2, knight c4, maybe. That looks okay. Bishop g5, knight c4. Yeah, I was quite concerned about f5. He takes f5, he takes f5. So maybe I misplayed this a little bit. Now I allowed him some counterplay on the king side. Um, let's see. I can play f3. Yeah, I think white is still better here because the pawn on d6 is very vulnerable. And I'm planning to play possibly bishop e4 in the near future. Bishop e4 and then rook d5. b3, rook b1. Hopefully he doesn't have any tricks here. My bishop on d5 is still well protected. b5, a takes b5, queen takes b5. I'll play bishop e4. Yeah, I'm playing rook d5 next move. He does have my knight on c4 pinned. But I think if he plays knight c5, I have the move b4. So he can't go for that. So he probably should play queen a6 here. Yeah, I think I have b4 here. Yeah, interesting. Rook b5, knight c3. Yeah, so he's regaining some material. He has a bishop and a rook for my queen, but I have a pass a pawn here. So now he plunders the e pawn. He was trying to get counterplay on my back rank. Like if I took on b5, he has d takes c4. But I can just keep my rook on b1 and protect against any back rank threats. So yeah, can take, can play a7 here. Maybe I'll just play g3, just to avoid any back rank issues. Yeah, so I think I seem to like this 5-minute game more than the 3-minute because it gives me and my opponent more time to think, and we don't really have to worry about flagging. Yeah, so now black doesn't have any fortress. It's just way too low in material. After rook a7, queen d6, he could safely resign. King g2, h3. Yeah, he can play h6, but then he he barely has a rook for my queen, so yeah. Check. And now his bishop is trapped. Queen f5, 7. Yeah, no. Wonder if he'll try rook takes h2. Or maybe he'll try to play. Okay, resigned. So let's see who's there. Uh, yeah, let's let's play Jetzel. Jetzel, how do you pronounce? From Austria. So welcome. Thank you for uh, showing up today. So hopefully we'll have a nice game. Hmm. Yeah, I think I tend to like the 5-minute games more than the 3-minute. Although of course sometimes You have to mate your opponent, but okay, he's not there, so we'll look for a different challenge. Uh, let's see. Let's try to find someone. Let's play 2300. Dilatation. Dilatation from Germany. Welcome. I'm going to try to play all Sicilian today. I generally don't play the Sicilian against e4. I play e5 usually, but we get very boring positions in that case. And yeah, I'm getting tired of the positions I'm getting with black. So I'm going to try to play all Sicilian, even though I don't know it as much. E5, knight b3. Yeah, for instance, this line is very complicated. I played it with both colors. Let's see how well Dilatation knows this variation. I think instead of knight a3, knight c3 was what I played many years ago. But this is fine also. Uh, I have to be quite careful here with black because yeah, white has a lot of space, and yeah, maybe I'm already misplayed this. B5, C3, B5, B5. Thinking to sacrifice pawn here with B5. That probably doesn't work. But I'll go for it anyway. I'll just sacrifice a pawn. And then play D5 next move. So white is probably much better here already. He's a pawn up. And his knight on B5 is well supported. So yeah, that's the problem of playing the Sicilian. Sometimes you can get a very dubious position right out of the opening. but in a blitz game, anything can happen. So if he plays bishop f2, I have bishop g5. Yeah, bishop g5. I get some counterplay on the dark squares. Uh, and if he plays queen a5 here, I might have rook c2. And attacking his bishop and his pawn. And I also have knight f4. If he plays queen a5, I have knight f4. Yeah, so white misplayed this because now at the very least I have knight takes e2 and bishop c4. Yeah, so white probably blundered somewhere. I think instead of bishop f2 on move 16, he could play rook fd1 possibly. And then just give up his dark squared bishop. And at least he's a pawn up with a stable knight on b5. But I'm not exactly sure. Okay, rook e1. He has a pawn for a piece. Okay, this is too much material. Takes f1, rook b8. Perfect. Okay, let's look for another challenge. Thanks for the game. Let's see. Let's play Amit. He's been challenging me for like the last hour or so. So Amit from Turkey. Amit 2000. But maybe he's not here, so he's gone. Okay, I'll accept a different challenge. Let's see. Okay, let's play Mauer Bluemchen from Germany. Welcome and thank you for showing up for the games today. We'll see. So the Roy Lopez. I'll try to play like how Fabiano plays with white. So he plays a3 and knight c3. So the idea of a3 is to be able to save the bishop pair. So black cannot play knight a5, or he can trap the bishop pair with knight a5. But I've never seen the move knight d7 before. I'm sure it's a very logical move, but it's strange that I've never seen it before. So black's idea is to create counterplay on the king side with f7, f5. But he does sacrifice the bishop pair in return. Takes b4, knight b7. Yeah, now I can play d4, or but I think I'll try to play knight g5 here. Try to trick him into something in the king side. Yeah, so now he should probably play h6 and queen h5, king g8, or this one too, knight d8. Yeah, probably the piece sacrifice doesn't work, so I'll just play queen h5. And he can play h6 here. Yeah, h6 is a good solid move. Maybe I'll play f4. Queen h4. So he can't take my knight because his pawn is pinned. He could try king g8. Yeah, knight e6. f5. It's interesting. Maybe he had knight d4 there instead of knight takes g5 because he's threatening to take on c2. But this one seems like I could take on h6, g takes h6, queen takes h6. Oh, I also miss he had queen a7 check ideas. Okay, here he can play king h8. Yeah, so black is surviving. I probably made a mistake there somewhere. Maybe my sacrifice was too hasty. Let's see. I'll bring the other rook into the game. g7, queen h4. Now I can play rook g3 next move. Yeah, sacrificing the piece on h6 probably was incorrect. I miscalculated there somewhere. Because here black has a solid defense. And he has counterplay on the a file with a7, a5 at some point. Okay, rook f3, a5, rook g. Okay, let's see if this works. Rook g6. Yeah, it'll be pretty embarrassing to lose with the white pieces, but right now the position is very murky. I do have some threats around his king, but It's not clear if it's enough for the piece. Okay, queen f7 is a good move. Um, hmm. Let's see what I can do here. I'm going to play rook h6 and see if it works. Now I'm threatening to take his knight. Maybe rook h7. And yeah, now I'm back to business again because I get two rooks. No, I win his queen in exchange for two rooks. And on top of that, I have two pawns. So I should be doing very well here. Let's see. I'll just play it slow. Queen f3, threatening to take on d5. Yeah, rook d8 is a good move. I'll play h3 just to get the hiding square on h2. Queen f2, threatening queen h4 check. Black's problem is that his king is in a very vulnerable spot here. Queen b6, attacking his rook. 6d5. Now I win f6. I must say though, this was a great game by Black. He defend Mauer Blemchen. That's how we pronounce it. He defended really well for the most part. And I probably sacrificed a piece too early right there. But now, yeah, things are moving to plan. G5. Yeah, this should be enough for a win. Check. King h8, f7. Perfect. That was a great game. It was quite a difficult one. Let's see. Let's play Julia Brazil. From Brazil, welcome. And yeah, hopefully this game would be better than the previous one. Knight f3. Oh, g6. The dragon. I haven't really faced a Sicilian dragon at any point for the last year or so. So the last time I looked at this opening was a year ago. Hopefully my analysis is still okay. Yeah, b5 now. Yeah, this has been played before. I actually had a game 7 years ago where my opponent played this, and I took the pawn on a7. It's supposed to be completely fine for black, but I don't exactly remember how black equalizes here. Yeah, I think b4, knight b5, knight b5, ed5. Bishop d4. I think she's supposed to play bishop a4 now. But she played bishop takes d4 first. Yeah, so I think now I could play queen e3. Does that make sense? And take on b3 with my queen? Or I might be hallucinating or something. Yeah, now at least white is a pawn up. She might have some rook c3 ideas in the near future that could be quite unpleasant. So I'll play rook e1, and if she plays rook c8, then rook d2, and defend all my pawns that way. Hopefully this is okay. It's always scary to play against the dragon, because if you make one mistake with the white pieces, you could easily run into serious trouble. Yeah, she might have some rook c3 ideas in the near future. So I have to watch out for that all the time. But now she has to defend her pawn on e7. Maybe she can play rook 8 c7 or queen c7. Okay, queen c7. I can play king b1. Still a very high tension position. Queen b7, I could play a4, and she can take on en passant because the queen on b7 is hanging. Yeah, so now I'm a bit happier with my position, because I think I have rook e4 here. Then I can take on b4 next move. Yeah, rook b8, rook to d4, in a6, rook b4. So yeah, I was a bit nervous during the opening in the beginning, but probably we both mix up something in the opening, because I knew that bishop takes a7 was not supposed to be the best move. But here this should be winning for me. I mean, white is 2 pawns up, and I could even play rook b5 here. Yeah, black's counter plays too slow. Rook c7, just push my pawn. Okay, she's threatening some checks on e1. I think I can still push this pawn, right? a6, queen e1, king a2, rook a7. Yeah. What was I thinking? I thought I had rook b8 and queen b6. Rook b8 check, king g7, queen b6. And yeah, this should be okay for white. Black doesn't have any perpetual check, because my rook on b8 protects the b file. Right, this should be game. Yeah, nicely done though. Very courageous to play the dragon. Let's see, let's accept this one. A dangerous ride from Croatia. Welcome. Yeah, I was in Croatia for a month last year. I played in the Branches Tour, in the Croatian leg. So it's a very nice country. I know that Gary owns a place in Croatia, and that's where Gary Kasparov used to train, actually. And yeah, I spent 2 weeks training in Croatia last year, so that definitely helped me a lot on in my chess. So yeah, it's really unfortunate that the Grand Chess Tour is canceled this year, and Romania was canceled, St. Louis is canceled. But hopefully next year they'll have another big tournament in Croatia. Would definitely love to play there again. It's such a wonderful country. But yeah, right now we're just stuck to playing online chess at the moment. But maybe in the summer we could expect to see over the board tournaments once again. But yeah, about this position, um, both sides have a very flexible pawn structure, and I have to make a decision whether to play d6 d5 or e6 e5 in the near future, and I don't exactly know what I should go for. So I'll just continue improving my position. He'll probably play e5 now. Then I can take on e5. Oh, but d4 is a blunder because now if he takes on d4, I can take and then play e5, pinning, hitting both pieces. So yeah, d4 was just a big mistake. He should have played possibly e5 there, or maybe knight e2 also, with the idea to reroute the knight to g3, and it'll still be a very complicated game. But here this just loses. Yeah, unfortunately in chess 24 there's no take back option. I remember in other sites, sometimes I would make a blunder due to a pre-move, and sometimes my opponents would be very gracious enough to offer a take back. And sometimes I would do it also if it's clear that it's a pre-move blunder. But in some sites that there's no take back option, and that's fine also. So yeah, now I could take on e4, play knight b3. Probably knight b3 is the stronger move, winning the rook. But now I'm two pawns up, and I have connected pawns, and I also have the bishop there. So uh, yeah, this should be the game. bd2 takes. Knight takes d2, queen d7. Okay, white is still trying to resist. But now his pawn on c4 lacks protection. Yeah, for example, if he plays knight b3, I could play queen f7, winning that pawn. Here check. F4. Okay, now the question is how to win. Yeah, now his pawn on c4 is falling, so it's going to be 3 pawns down. Knight e4, bishop takes e4. Yeah, rook takes e4. Yeah, now I also have bishop takes f3 at some point. Takes a6, bishop takes a6. So yeah, the problem with the 5-minute game sometimes is you have to checkmate your opponent because they would run the time out even in lost positions. But I like 5-minute games more because there's no option of flagging your opponent. with 3 minute games, it's like you spend a few seconds in the opening, and then next thing you know, you have a minute left, and then next thing you know, you're down to 30 seconds left. And I generally don't like flagging in blitz. I think it's quite unsportsmanlike to, to flag your opponent or to flag me. But yeah, we'll see. I'll try to play a higher rated opponent. Okay, there's a 26-36 opponent here. MDM from France. So welcome to the stream. So yeah, I believe this is the second highest rated opponent I played today. I played the GM Aryan earlier, and his rating was around 28-30. But yeah, so I'm playing a 26-36. So this should be a tough game. So H6. Earlier, my opponent played Bishop D7 instead of H6. I haven't looked at this line for so long. I hope my analysis is still okay. Now he has to play D5. Because if E5, I can just take on E5. Yeah, I think the last time I looked at this position was maybe 4 years ago. And I definitely didn't check Queen A5, so I'm out of book now. But I think here I play Queen G3, threatening some bishop. Oh no, he has Knight H5. Yeah, so Queen G3 was a mistake. Yeah, I should have played Bishop E2 first. Yeah, and then Queen G3. So now I have a bad position, but hopefully I'll be able to hold. So now black has the bishop pair, and he has strong control over the dark squares. He should probably play bishop d4 here and castle short. Yeah, so this is going to be a tough game. I think if he plays bishop b4, I'll reply with rook d3. So that's why I played bishop e7, threatening bishop g5. So I'll play h4 here. Now he can probably castle kingside. And then yeah, he has some threats on my king. Like my pawn on b2 could get very vulnerable very quickly. Oh, d4. That's a good move. Freak. I missed that. Yeah, so he could actually have played d4 even a move earlier. So the only good sign to me in this game is I'm up more than a minute on the clock. And we're not playing with increments. So he's going to have to speed up. A5, Queen G3. Black is obviously clearly better here, but hopefully I can consolidate my position. B6 takes, Fe6. Yeah, I don't care for my position at all. But at least he's got some double pawns, and at least I got some light square control on C4 and B3. So maybe life is not so bad. If we ever get into an endgame, then white is even better because the knight is stronger than the bishop here in this case. So MDM. He could play rook g6, attacking the g2 pawn, and provoking me to play g4. Uh, but I could reply rook h2 there, the worst case. I can also play h5 next move to fix the kingside pawns. So yeah, he definitely misplayed it somewhere. I think he was clearly better, borderline winning a few moves ago. Uh, yeah, so maybe around move 16 he had something better. Maybe bishop f6 instead of e5. But here I should be doing very well. King e7. Okay, the question though is how to make progress. Maybe I have rook a5 here. Bishop a5, knight e5. I'll just play c3. Just take it slow. Also considering I'm way ahead on the clock. So yeah, so the problem with blitz is if you're under a minute and you have a worse position, it's very difficult to defend. Because your opponent basically can just play forever. But actually he's doing a very good job holding this position so far. Yeah, so MDM making it very tough to make progress for me. Yeah, I think Black's doing a magnificent job defending this difficult endgame. He's got counterplay on G2. Yeah, don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, he's got bishop e3. Maybe I have g4. No, it doesn't work. I need to get this guy on h2 into play. Yeah, not easy to make progress. What to do? Let's play rook h2. Rook c7. Taking e2 doesn't work. Let's start king e2. Bishop g1, knight a5. Check. Taking d3. b7, knight a5. Check. Takes, rook b4. Yeah, so in the end, I just won on time. But that was a great defense. Couldn't make progress. Maybe I'm just playing badly. Okay, let's play FIDE Master. Jupe. Juan Antonio Perez from Spain. Welcome. Yeah, I actually had many good friends from Spain. I played in Leon twice. I played Leon 2 or 3 times, and I also played in Bilbao twice. So yeah, I've been to Spain quite a few times, and I have some good friends there. So shout out again to everyone and thank you for participating in the Banter Blitz today. I generally don't play Blitz games too often because my main focus is still classical chess. Uh, Classical chess is still my favorite. Um, so that's the main part I'm trying to improve in my chess. But right now with the coronavirus and basically every single over the board tournament canceled, players have no choice but to play online and play faster time controls. So yeah, actually I like playing chess. I love the game. So so doing this banter blitz is really a pleasure for me. Um, yeah, okay. My idea was queen b6, but then it doesn't work. So I'll play rook e8 first. Yeah, and I must also say congratulations to Hikaru for winning the match, the first match earlier against Daniel Devov. I watched the game from I watched the games from start to finish, and yeah, and Hikaru has been absolutely dominant today, and also in the last day of the match against Magnus. I think he was simply the better player on that day. So yeah, big congratulations. Also because I think whenever Magnus is playing in a tournament, people just automatically assume that he's going to win it. Well, myself included. So so if someone else wins it, it's obviously a big surprise already. But but yeah, I'll be watching the match again tomorrow, and hopefully there will be exciting games. So yeah, now White is 2 pawns down. Where did he go wrong? I think he just yeah, I think move 17 was a mistake. Bishop e3. Maybe he should have played king h1 on move 17 instead of bishop e3. Because now he's just down a couple of pawns. And the endgame is probably lost. He should play rook f1 to try to hit the f pawn, but this should be winning for black. Yeah, yeah. If he plays rook f1, I'll probably just play g6 and just slowly improve my position. Yeah, I think here. Yeah, I think here is a bit worse for him because he's stuck defending the g2 pawn, and his rook on g5 becomes very immobile. But of course, maybe it's still not so easy to win this. Rook f2, king h2. Yeah. Yeah, they should be winning. Rook g4, f5. Rook takes h4, king g5. Yeah, now his king is very vulnerable. So check, check, takes. Okay. Yeah, 3 pawns is too much. So yeah, good game. Let's see other challenges. Yeah, I think I'll stick to 5 minutes. I like 5 minutes better than 3 minutes. So I'll play FIDE Arena GM from Canada. Welcome. I actually wonder who my opponent is. Yeah, I I played in Canada a few times. I played a tournament in Toronto, in Montreal, also Edmonton. Uh, Chess is not as big in Canada as in the US, so it's always a pleasure to see someone from Canada playing here. Or he should probably play f5 here to support the knight on e4. Yeah, I think he should have played f5 instead of knight takes c3. Because here I'm quite happy with my position. White has the bishop pair and a strong pawn center. And the bishop pair is actually a huge advantage in chess nowadays. Like, I think the computer engine gives the bishop pair as around 0.40 or 0.45 of evaluation. So it's actually worth noting that you should save your bishop pair for the most part. Oh, that goes without saying. But okay, black's position is still very solid. He could play queen d7 and attack my a pawn. Yeah, I didn't like his move g6 because it weakens his king side a little bit. And now I have some ideas to attack on the h file. Yeah, rook f8, bishop g5 maybe. You can play queen d7. And then queen d7. Yeah, my position should be very good, but the question is how to make progress. Oh, it's not. I don't see a clean way to make progress yet. So I'll just double rooks on the h file and see what happens. You can probably play queen e6 here and then aim for f7, f6. Yeah, that's what he goes for. But I'll play rook f4 to prevent any counterplay. This just loses a pawn, doesn't it? Rook takes. Oh, I can even take rook f5. Yeah, this should be winning. Queen e8, h6. Ah, that's a nice. Yeah, check. Yeah, this mate. Queen f5, h7, h7, king g7, bishop f6. So yeah, nice game. Yeah, in this game, Black FIDE Arena GM gave up his bishop pair too early and allowed me to control the center. So maybe it's not a good choice. Let's see, who do I play next? I'll just select randomly. The Dark Knight 96 from Ireland. Welcome and thanks for joining in today. So as I said earlier, I'll play pretty much the Sicilian in all my games. Just because the positions I'm getting from 1 e4, e5 tend to get very boring and dry. B3. Maybe I can play b5. Yeah, now I'm pretty happy with my development here. But probably the position is just equal. Although it's easier to play black because if I've got a very harmonious position with knight on d7, f6, and rook c8. But the question now is what to play. Uh, Maybe I'll play rook c7, queen a8. Try to put pressure on e4. It's just a bit easier to play black's position because I have targets. I have target on e4 and I have target on the c file. Uh, well, white doesn't have a clear plan. Yeah, knight a2, queen a8. But now he loses the e4 pawn, doesn't he? Or I'll play knight c5. If I took on e4 right away, he could take on a6. And it's not so easy to calculate it. But knight c5 is a safe move. C4 knight b3. Okay, so yeah, black is way ahead in material. Yeah, I'm not really sure where white made a mistake. Yeah, obviously the plan with knight a2 and knight b4 is maybe a bit slow. Yeah, here he's just down too much material. Rook b3. And if knight c3, maybe I could take on f3. Ah, just push this pawn. C3, c2, d5. Okay, I gave away the a5 pawn, but okay, good game. Let's see who I can play. Uh, yeah, I'll play with whoever is online. Olsen Jr. from Italy. Okay, good luck. Let's start. Okay, maybe he's not. Maybe he left. So I'm gonna abort this game. Let's see. Let's try to play someone a bit higher. Who's there? Oh, let's play Alan Beard. His rating is 2570. Alan Beard from United Kingdom. Is this okay? Who? Alan Birdford from the United Kingdom. So welcome. Thank you for joining the games today. Oh, so very tricky move order. Bishop e2 and c3. Uh, so yeah, obviously I couldn't take on e4 because of queen a4 check. But this is actually a very logical way of playing with the white pieces. Okay, maybe I could play d5 here. I'll play d5. Just because I don't want him to close the position with c4. next move. Although he could have played it on move 10. But yeah, I'll play b5 here. Queen b1, rook e8. Yeah, I think the position is approximately equal right now, if I'm not missing anything. I have slightly more space, but he could activate his light squared bishop to h3 in the near future. His main problem is his bishop on b2 is badly placed right now. So maybe I'm doing okay here. At the very least, black shouldn't have any problems. b5, a4. So now his pawn on b5 could lack protection. So I'll actually try rook a5. Now he should probably play queen c4 to defend the pawn. Yeah, knight c5. Now I can play bishop c8. Okay, knight g5, queen d7. So I see what he's doing. He's going to play f4 next move and to try to create some counterplay. Yeah, that's a good move, f4. Because otherwise, I'm just picking up the pawn on b5 and he doesn't have any counterplay. But yeah, here I thought I have knight d3, forking both of his rooks. Maybe he can like, oh, he just resigned. Okay, so nice game. Yeah, very gentlemanly. Okay, who do I play next? Okay, let's play Christian 1109 from Germany. He's got a 27 rating, so it's much higher than my rating. So this is probably going to be a very tough game. Maybe I should concentrate. h3, e6, g4. I looked at this line maybe 8 months ago. Knight of d7. In the end, I think black should be okay, but of course the position is very complex. Now I thought you were supposed to play a3 first on move 9, but I could be mixing things up. h4. Yeah, actually, this position is super complicated. Oh, I didn't expect castle short. I thought he would play knight g3 and then try to castle long. But this is fine too, of course. I'll play knight c5, knight g3, knight bd7. Yeah, as usual with the Najdorf, we get a very tense position. Yeah, now he's planning to create some sort of an attack on the king side with f5. So we get a very tense position where both sides have to be careful. Yeah, actually looking at it now, white's attack looks really dangerous. Oh, I was expecting f5 instead of h5. Because here, what do I play? Maybe I'll play e5 here. Knight f5 takes, Bishop f4. This is very risky. Looks very risky for black. Yeah, knight d6, bishop f4, rook f4. I have no idea what's happening here. Rook f4. Yeah, white's probably better. But maybe I could try to trick him somehow because the position is not so easy to play. Maybe he could play knight f7. Yeah, knight f7 is a good move. I'll play queen b6. Just threatening some checks. So he should probably play king h2. Yeah, now I can play rook f6 or rook f8. Rook f6, takes, knight b6. Yeah, I think I'll play rook f6. Try to be safe. Knight b6. Yeah. Don't know. I'll give a check. Bishop h3, rook f8. This is very complicated. Yeah. Knight f5, queen f6. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. I could be lost, I could be better. Okay, queen e2. Maybe I'll play queen e5 with the idea of knight f6 next move. Oh, I could play until the hour. I don't mind. You heard me, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll play until the hour. I'm enjoying. Yeah, also I still have a lot of challenges, so yeah, like okay, thank you. Bishop e4. Yeah, fortunately for me, his knight on g3 is pinned, so he cannot take on e4. Queen g5. Very tricky. I should be winning here. Or maybe not. Okay, queen g6, knight f6. He can play rook g1. Okay, rook f1. Yeah, this position is still very complex. Yeah, I probably misplayed this somewhere, but I'm ahead on clock. I'm ahead on time, so knight f5. I didn't think this works, but maybe it does. Give a check. Oh, freaking. Oh, that's just a blunder. Yeah, that's just a blunder. Fortunately, there's no defense. Okay, resign. What to do? So well done, Christian 1109. That was good defense and a strong attack in the end. Uh, yeah, that knight f5 in the end was just beautiful. Okay, let's play it 2600. That was a nice game. No, man. I should be more careful. Okay. El Bartolome 2000 from Spain. Welcome and thanks for joining today. Yeah, so that was a good game by my opponent last game. I mean, the attack in the end was I just totally underestimated it, and there was no defense. I was probably much worse at some point, and then much better at some point in the last game. In the end, was just losing. So, okay, this castle. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty happy with Black's position here because his bishop on b2 needs to be redirected to c1 in the near future. Bishop e6. Yeah, I'll probably play for another half more hour before going. Okay. It's really my first Banter Blitz commentary, and and I like playing chess. I like playing Blitz games. Needless to say, uh, again, Blitz is not my focus, but I like playing chess, so it's a real pleasure to be here. So I'll play until the hour. Yeah. So a6. Maybe White can consider playing a5 now, and I could win a pawn after a5 with bishop takes c4. But then he gets the bishop pair in return. Okay, a6. So he should probably try a5 here, because otherwise I'm just playing b7, b5 next move. Yeah, so now I'm up a pawn, but he has the bishop pair, and he does get a powerful blockading square on d3. Like queen d2, that's a nice move. Yeah, maybe I could play bishop d8. Or I'll just play normal knight b7, knight d6. cb cb5, ab5. Yeah, I should be doing very well here. His bishops are passive. If his bishop were on f1, it'll be another story. But here I could win the pawn with knight b6 next move. We need to knight b6. And also later on, I have a pass a pawn to push. Okay, it takes bishop c1. I don't really think white has any attack, so I'm just going to push this a pawn. Okay, maybe he's trying to start something here. So I'm going to play f6. Yeah, I'll just push this a pawn. I'm not really worried about the king side because g6 I always have h6 and stuff. And I think my attack on the queen side should be faster. Yeah, g6 h6. Hopefully that's enough. And I can always also play knight e3 at some point to block the long diagonal. So I'm going to remove g takes h6 just in case. Oh. Okay, bishop f8, queen h5, maybe a2 or queen g7. I'm going to play queen g7. Knight f3, queen h6. Okay, GGO. So let's see, who shall we play? Yeah, I'm just choosing opponents by random. Oh, I got challenged by a 3000 rated player, so I have to accept that. Lucas Ran from Norway. Lucas Ronaldi. I'm just curious what his FIDE rating is. Let me check real quick. His FIDE rating is 2353. So I'm playing FIDE Master, Lucas Ronaldi from Norway. Yeah, he's very young. So could be Norway's next talent. Okay, what do I play here? I'll play bishop d7. So I think I played this against Levon Aronian and Alexander Grischuk, this move, bishop d7, some time ago. And I think I also played against Ding Liren. White's supposed to be a little bit better. But it's very playable for black, of course. So I'm threatening to play knight a5 next move. So white should do something about that. Bishop b5. I haven't seen bishop b5 before. It's before. Maybe just a6. And then if he plays bishop d3, maybe I could play knight a5. And then bishop c6. But this move bishop b5 is interesting because now after a6, he can retreat his bishop. And then he provoked me to weaken my dark squares on the queen side. Oh, but he took instead. Yeah, so right now my main problem is I cannot castle my king. So I have to watch out. I'll play b5 just to secure the light squares on the queen side. Yeah, knight e5, bishop d5. So we have a very complex position, but I should be doing okay, hopefully. Let's see, maybe f6. I'll play f6, king f7, and then bishop h6. Rook e1, rook e8. Oh, also we're playing a 3-minute game, so we both have to be faster. Queen c7. Now he should probably play knight d3 back. And then pose his knight on c5. Yeah, a5, bishop c5. Don't know. Okay, d8. I'm just trying to play fast here because we both barely have a minute left on the clock. Yeah, e5, rook e1. Don't know. Can I play e4 here? Maybe I'll try e4. Is that a good move? If he takes on e4, I could play bishop d3. And if rook e7, I can take and perhaps garner enough material for my queen. His bishop on c5 sure is annoying. It's blocking my way. Ah, but now he blundered, yeah? Bishop e2 and queen c5. Yeah. Yeah, so good game. Yeah, that was a fast game. Let's see. Okay, who do I play next? I'll just pick someone randomly. Let's play, I don't know, Pretia. I don't think I played him before. So let's play Pretia. Okay. E4. Let's go for the Najdorf again. Whoa, what's this? Knight c3. Okay, I'll give him a chance. I play d6. Queen takes d4. Yeah, queen takes d4, and then I believe this is the line that Magnus played against Radoslav Wojtaszek. What's my opponent doing? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take that. It's a free pawn. Yeah, so I think he was planning to play the Smith-Morra gambit with d4 and c3, and he just picked up the wrong piece. Yeah, the Smith-Morra gambit is actually not an easy opening to face, especially if you have no idea what's going on. Like like me, he can play bishop f4 and rook ac1 and get very decent compensation for the pawn. Yeah, actually right now it's a bit unpleasant for me. Because how do I defend this pawn on d6? Yeah, he could take it now. But I definitely misplayed this somewhere. Perhaps knight d7 was not a good move. I should just have played queen c7 instead of knight d7. Yeah, I'm totally misplaying this. Knight d4. I'll go for this just because I like the arising position. So rook d4, bishop d6, rook a d1, and he can win 2 pieces for a rook. But I like my dark square control, although of course white should be better. Yeah, bishop d6. Rook AD1. And white is just better. Yeah, he can play e5, knight e4, or something, or even this. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to survive this position and try to trick my opponent somehow. He does have a weakness on the queen side. Okay, now takes queen c5. Now at least I could win the pawn on c3, and then start pushing my queenside pawns. He could try a move like knight g5 maybe, or queen e4, and then later knight g5. Okay, bishop c2, queen takes c3, 4 g6. Yeah, now I think the worst is over for me. I have a pawn for the material, and the end game is not so bad. But instead of queen c4, maybe I should have played queen a1 check instead. Queen a1, king h2, take the pawn on a2, and then queen c4. That would have been the better choice. Because here you could take on c4, b takes c4, and then play king f1 and move his king closer. I think I'm gonna go for this check and then rook a1. Now at least my pawns on the queen side are rolling quickly. Rook takes a2 and b4. So yeah. Yeah, I think after this I'm going to play 2 more games. So I see I got a challenge from a 3000 rated player. So okay, that's a nice move. He's trying to win my a6 pawn. But yeah, a5. Yeah, e4, a4. a2. Then a4 next move. Yeah, pawns are just rolling. You could play bishop a4. Yeah, I should have played b3. Okay, perfect. So I think I'm gonna play 2 more games. I thought I'll play Robert 96 from Germany. So welcome and thank you for playing. He's got a very high rating, 3015. So if he's here, it would be a challenge. Yeah, I'll play the Sicilian. I think I'll play the knight c6 Sicilian now, just because it's a bit more solid than the Najdorf. Although we'll see if it is more solid. D3. Yeah, this position has been played in a lot of Carlsen Caruana games. Uh, over the last couple of years. So white sacrifices the bishop pair, but in return he gets a better pawn structure, and he gets a very solid pawn structure with the pawns on c2, d3, and e4, just creating a powerful pawn chain. But black does have the bishop pair, and also a very solid position. I used to play this a lot actually when I was a kid, maybe like 12, 13 years ago. I used to play this a lot for both colors, but eventually I switched to other openings. Hmm. Hopefully, I'm close to equalizing at this point. Uh, yeah, I think I'll take on h6 and then play queen e7. Does that even make sense? Rook ab1. Okay, I'll play knight e6. The knight on e6 is always well placed here. It's behind the e5 pawn, and it can hardly be attacked. It controls f4 and d4. So it's a very good, solid place for the knight. Uh, yeah, but the question now is, what should I do next? Don't know. I'll play bishop a6. Maybe with the idea to play c4 and create counterplay. Uh, maybe my position is okay. If he takes on c5, I could take with the queen, forcing him to defend the pawn on c2. I don't think black has any sort of an edge, but yeah, position is just very position should be around equal. I'm going to double rooks on the d file, put pressure on d3. Hopefully that will work. Yeah, rook d7. Yeah, generally white's main plan in this sort of structures is to be able to play f to f4. But here his knight on f3 is on the way. So it's not easy for white to make progress right now. Maybe he could try the move c4. And if rook f d8, rook d2. But it's not entirely clear. Because also if he plays c4, maybe I have some b5 later on. So I'm not sure what white should do. c5, knight c5. Okay, play c4 in knight c3. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, because if knight f4, he has knight e1. Yeah, so that makes total sense. Maybe I'll play knight d4 here. He could play knight e1. And the knight's a bit passive, but it defends d3. Mm, mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has to watch out for his time. He's got a minute left, and I have 3 minutes. So, as Magnus said, if he has to flag you, then he will. Knight a4. Hmm, that's strange. Feels like I should have some sort of a trick here, but I don't see anything. Maybe I can take and play knight c2, queen d2. Knight c2, queen d2, knight a3. Ah, I'll play it just because he has very low time. Knight c2, queen d2, knight a3. And it looks very shaky for black. Because also my king is on the light square, on the a2 g8 diagonal. So he could have some sort of pin somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he has rook takes, knight takes, queen a2, maybe. But then I could take on b4. Then he can play rook b1, something. Anyway, he's too low on time. Yeah, queen b2, rook takes d3, knight c3, knight b5. Okay, so in the end I won on time, but I was already a pawn. So I'll play one more game. Yeah, the question is who should I play? I'll play Sotti from Spain again. Sotti 13. Good luck. I'll play e4. Yeah. I play both e4 and d4, and also sometimes c4 or knight f3. But in my last few online games, I was liking the positions I was getting from e4, and the structures are generally the same, and the development is generally similar. So okay, I'll play somebody else. Uh, who should I play? I'll play Blunder Panda. His rating is 2359. So yeah, welcome Blunder Panda, and good luck. This will be my last game of the stream. I'm going to play the Najdorf once again. Yeah, I hate playing against Bishop G5. Just seems that there's so many lines to memorize, and sometimes the best black can hope for is a draw. And if black tries to push for something more, then he could easily lose the game. So actually, Bishop G5 is one of the reasons why the Najdorf is not for me. It's just the lines after Bishop G5 are very difficult to play for for black. Yes, play H6, Bishop takes, Knight F6. But other than that, I like playing the Najdorf. It's just that some lines are too hard to play. But here I'm happy with my position. I have the bishop pair. Uh, my queen is well placed on b6. And potentially white has more weaknesses than black. E4 is isolated. Uh, I could put quick pressure on the c file with rook c8. Um, yeah, but now he's attacking my pawn on e5. So I have to watch out for this. I think I can play bishop e6, right? Queen e5, rook c8. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah, after queen takes c5, I'm going to play rook c8. Oh, he doesn't. He retreats. Yeah, actually, I was just bluffing him back there because if he took on e5, I would play rook c8, and then black has very good compensation for the pawn because if knight d4, I have queen b2. But I wasn't entirely sure about the position. But here he lost a couple of tempis, moving his queen back and forth. So black is doing very well. Maybe he can play queen f2 and try to escape to a worse endgame. Takes, takes, and check. So he has rook c1 ideas. I think I'm going to give a check and just castle, whatever. King f3 castle, and try to bring my last rook into the game. I don't want to take on b2 right away because he has rook h c1 ideas. Although I have rook b3 check. Wait, rook c1? Oh, he didn't play rook c1. If rook c1, I had probably have played bishop b6 in order to block on d8. Yeah, but here king e1 was a big mistake because the king is too passive in the back rank, and he cannot advance because my rook is on the second rank. Yeah, so here white is just lost. Take a pawn. Bishop b7, rook d2. Yeah, he could try rook c1, but he's 2 pawns down. Yeah, just b6. Rook f a5. d6, ab6, bishop d6. So generally, I'm quite pleased with how my Sicilian games have turned out today. I played the Najdorf, I think, like six times, 6 or 7 times, and I played the Sicilian with knight c6 once, and I was quite happy with the positions I'm getting. Okay, so that's my last game for the day. Again, I'd like to thank everyone, to all the players who showed up, and it's my first Banter Blitz, and thank you to Chess24 for holding the Magnus Carlsen Chess Tour. Yeah, so thank you to everyone, and hopefully there will be more exciting games tomorrow in the finals between Hikaru Nakamura and Daniel Dubov. So, bye-bye.